Welcome back, everybody. Super Bowl 60 is just 2 days away. All week, we've been highlighting the best fans across Bakersfield ahead of the big game. Our final Super Bowl fan spotlight highlights two eccentric Seattle natives who have been ride or die for the Hawks for 5 decades.
Blue Seahawks fans, man, we love them. I'm gonna die bleeding blue and green.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where I am on this earth.
That's gonna do it. The Seahawks soar to Super Bowl 60.
It's safe to say Stacy and Chuck Carter-Oster are big-time Seahawk fans.
Come on, brother. Bleed blue and green, man. Cut me, you'll see.
The married Seattle natives have been the 12th man since the franchise's inception 50 years ago.
Well, it all started in 1977 when we got our team. Wasn't so great for a long time. Being a Seahawks fan was never easy. And, try to make a couple games when we lived up there. We went to the Super Bowl parade, the last one around. True blue, baby!
They each strapped in and have been on the emotional roller coaster for decades, creating plenty of memories along the way, good and bad.
My first game that I went to for the Seahawks, I was 13 years old, 14 years old. My grandfather and my uncle thought it'd be a good idea to take me to the Seahawks game. So my grandfather belonged to this bar, and they had this big truck that looked like a beer keg. And so they thought at 13 or 14 it'd be good to give me like 12 beers before the game. So that went over real well. Don't remember much of my first Seahawks game. Just remember what happened at Pizza Hut afterwards, and we don't want to talk about that.
The Seahawks are soaring into their first Super Bowl since falling to those same Patriots back in 2015. A game that reminded Chuck he's ride or die for the Hawks. Literally.
I actually went to the hospital the night before our last Super Bowl with chest pains at about 11 o'clock at night, and ended up in the hospital and made them unplug me so I could go watch the bowl at my cousin's house. If I die watching the Seahawks win the Super Bowl, so be it. And that's honest to God truth, yeah. So I call it a hawk attack.
Through hawk attacks and all, Chuck has been right there every step of the way. And his neighbors know it too, especially after last month's NFC Championship.
And we were screaming, dude. I was out in the street screaming. It's kind of rough around here, man. People look at you kind of crazy when you go outside and yell, Seahawks! And I could just tell there was some Niner fans and Rams fans out there looking through the window, shaking their head like, boy, what are you thinking, man?
Add them to the list of eager fans ready to get their revenge on the Patriots and make a lot of noise along the way.
Go Hawks! Seahawks! Seahawks!